This is the third meeting of the season between the two, and Atlanta playing with the full depth for the second time this season and hoping to use their firepower to get back in the win column. Here we go. I had to get that towel just right. Hello, everybody. You see, I was trying to place the towel where the towel needed to go. Welcome, everybody. Yo, Adrienne. Hello. I was trying to find the right place for the towel, but you know it's gonna be in my hand. Ha! Fever in Atlanta. Who do we have? We got Teddy. First one in was Teddy saying, "Let's go." Father Time, I got to tell you, I didn't have the towel. I meant to bring the towel from my office upstairs, and I didn't. And then I saw that you had posted, "Don't forget the towel." So I had to go back down. This is before I hit the live button. Okay, Father Time, Teddy, back to Ashley. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Back to Ashley. Appreciate that. Terry's here. Tony C is here. Get the towel. Let's go. Beck and Hollow says, hi. Yes, indeed. Hi, Summer. Sydney, Kelsey, Lexi, Tosh, and Aaliyah. Kelly Marie is here. Jilly's here. Scipio is here. Amore, I know we were asking about Amore recently. Someone said that someone said that she watches or hangs out on another channel, like was it like Angel Reese fan channel or something like that? I don't know. That's what someone said. Something like that. Yeah, I've been missing her too. Monet is here. Groovy people. Alan is here. Tracy's here. Don is here. Pope is here. Denise and Wendy and UTV and Charlie, Cody, Lisa G, Clay Faith, Kev, Merlin, Maggie, Infinity from Australia, and Aussie is in the house. In Aussie, Ed Wow from Phil's, Charlie Brown, Dan of New Jersey, such a pretty lady. Dude, I hate this part. Bob, Uncle, Vianne. Kelsey Plum, DM me if you get fined for calling out refs. I got you. Says Scipio. I be Lisa. Caitlin, do 8. King's Kid, girl. Got your towel, King's Kid. All right, about to jump it up. Everybody, welcome. You got to jump it up again. Yeah, we miss some more. Monet, one game on TV, another on the computer. All right, here we go. Is that Ray Burrell? I don't like that court. Oh, yeah, player of the week. Good rebound, Lexi. Player of the week. Kelsey, put that D. Tosh. Oh, put up the soft touch. The soft touch over Brittany Griner. Sarah's in the house. Neil's in the house. Close quarters in the house, too. Romper room. It's like romper room. Elizabeth T. Ryan Howard. Brittany Griner. Oh, Lexi done put the stops on her. Leah with the weak side rebound. Oh, Ray Burrell putting that D on. Tosh with the ball again. Aaliyah. Lexi. Oh, yeah. Okay, good try, good try. Let's go, let's go. Stop ball, stop ball. Kathy's here. Lots of people I've missed. Rebound. Let's go, Lexi. James, welcome to the channel. Membership. Watch Alicia Gray. And misses it. There's Aaliyah with the rebound. Lindy's here. So many people I missed. Jay's here. Robert, thank you so much. I appreciate you too. Thank you for that 10. Thank you. Thank you. Baz was in the house. It's on like ESPN 3 too. Yes, everybody, welcome. James Tibbs, beautiful Afro woman is in the house. David's in the house. Eric, Heather, Sydney Colson, Tatash, and Aaliyah's foul. Just one bum. I feel like we're watching on the YMCA, right? That court. I have 804. 2 Indiana, 0 Atlanta, 804. Yes, Nate, we need her. So if I didn't catch you, forgive me. I'm so glad you're here. Kelsey has Alicia Gray on her. Kicks it out to Aaliyah for 3. Aaliyah misses. I knew that was strong. Strong on that, but I'm glad to see her take that shot. Bree Jones. We know Bree Jones is a force to contend with. 2-2. 7:43 to go. Come on, Indiana. Kelsey from the elbow. Count it, baby. Player of the week. I just put a video up on her. Oh, nice behind the back. Oh, Jordan Canada. I get her mixed up with Ray Burrell. How'd that happen? 4-4. Jordan Canada. It's not Ray Burrell. Colson to Aaliyah. I didn't see that King's Kid, but I just saw somebody else did. Oh, horrible. Come on, Lexi, what you got? Man, Aaliyah's got her work cut out. Bree Jones, they're calling that foul. Look at her holding Aaliyah. Well, she is something to contend with. I didn't see that King's Kid, but somebody else just said something. Scipio said something about it. I think it was Scipio, right? Kelsey Mitchell, Leah, you got to knock that down. There you go, baby girl. There you go. Let's go. Weight room. Oh, good hands, Lexi. Oh, can't have that. Nice hands, Tosh. Oh, man. She got a hand on that, but they got it on the offensive rebound. Becky says no jersey. I have a CC jersey, but Boston jersey is a good choice. Timpson leaving. Where you hear that, Kathy? There's a lot of nonsense on online. What's up, LA? Kathy Crawford, Sydney Davies, and she gets the roll. 5-6. Indiana, 6:10 to go. At least where I am at. Where I am. Why is Pow Pow not playing? South Carolina also won a title at South Carolina. Pow Pow's hurt? Simpson going overseas? What? I was busy today, but did I miss all that? Sid Colson said, listen, Aries not taking my spot. Let me look this up about Timpson. There's so much junk out there, but I've been real busy today. So, oh, that's too easy, Aaliyah. That's too easy. She gave you the shoulder, knocked you all the way out the way. Okay. Ouch. Nas misses. Rebound. Now, this is what we don't want. I don't want you bringing the ball up, Tosh. I don't want you bringing the ball up. Okay. Go, Aaliyah. Go, Aaliyah. Go, Aaliyah. Last game had a career high of 2. You gotta respect her and play her from that. I don't think she's going nowhere. I don't know where you guys see that, but she's going to Prague. Is this for real, you guys? It's stuff. There's a lot of nonsense out there. 11-10, 4:46 to go in the first. For the Sparks, Lynn Roberts in her first season coming over from the University of Utah. Got my first head job at a Division II school. 25 years old. I talked my way into that position. It's true? Did well there at Chico State in California. I don't know. Wendy, it's a good thing you feel that way because it usually ends up being a turnover. Oh, Infinity, she's going overseas in the off season. It's not. It's fit. If she's going, it's in the off season. She's not going anywhere right now. I usually don't believe jack unless it's somebody I know. Then I have to believe it. It's on her own Instagram in the off season, though, right? Monet says should be automatic. Yeah. Did you guys catch the Valkyries game? I caught the end of the game. The Valkyries getting the win against the Sparks in overtime. Is Pow Pow hurt? I didn't see it, Rosie, but they're talking about it. Yeah, Valkyries, I mean, fun to watch. Fun to watch. Mamanita. Okay, so I did put up my first little TikTok over there because since the impersonation, I got to start putting my own stuff up there. So I put up a video. Yeah, I need to go on over. If you are a TikTok person, okay, I need you guys to go like the video I just put up. I only have one up and I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. So here it is, the real Adrienne Ross show because of the imposters. I don't like it either, Kelly. It's just I'm at the point where I'm going to have to put my stuff up because TikTok isn't taking things seriously because I don't have an account. Well, I have an account, but I don't have no videos. So it's at the real Adrienne Ross, I'm sorry, that's wrong. It is at real Adrienne Ross show. There's no the. So it's TikTok.com. Yeah, I don't want to be dealing with it either. I don't trust it. But folks are stealing the stuff. It's not the Chinese, Kino. If you've been following the journey, you know why I got the stupid ticker tape thing going across my face in these videos. So it's one of those things where I got to do what I got to do. And so I put up one video. I just put up one video calling out the TikTok thief over there. But I need you guys to share it and look at it because this is showing no views. Dantes to Ari. Ari is quick. Nice fake up and under. Come on now, lefty. She's like the Energizer Bunny. Ari. Come on, Indiana. It's 13-10, Indiana. 4:08 to go. Is Brittany Griner. That's step through when you got long stretch like that. 13-12. I didn't tell you to skip the first 6 minutes. I said if you want to skip the first 6 minutes, but I said if you'd like to know what I need, I'd like you to watch it is what I said. But I was trying to give people. But I've been talking about this for some time, not just in the last video. I got one impersonator shut down, but there's another one. And he just keeps, no matter what I do, he finds a way to circumvent it. Okay, Indiana, let's go. Dantes said, leave me wide open for 3. Dantes got to get some arc on her shot. Father time. And 1. Guys, the and 1's got to stop. If you're going to foul, then you got to make sure they don't score. Oh, there's Pal Pal. For some reason, I thought she was in street clothes. David says, anyone have any insight as to how Ari McDonald was sitting at home? Especially since LA is like, whoo. I guess they sent her home because of Plum. Is that why? Me no likey either, Kelly. She's got no arc, so she's got no margin for error. She can hit the shot, but she's got no. If that shot is not perfect, she's not getting a roll. She's not getting anything. No arc. Okay, there's Kelsey. A little hezzy. Just a wild shot, but she likes to put that up high. Pow pow. Atlanta has taken the 2-point lead with a 5-0 run. They got Bonner on Ryan. Alicia Gray with Lexi on her. Lexi play. And another and 1. How many and 1s have they had? 3 already in this game? I don't know where the foul is, but okay. She wasn't. That's a weak call, but she wasn't straight up and down. They got like 3 and 1s already. Come on, Indiana, turn it around. 13-18 Atlanta, 2:30 to go. Dante's calling for Lexi. Lexi shoots the 3 off. All red jerseys. Jones misses. Rebound Bonner outlet. So we got Sid and Ari on the floor. Ari gets all the way to the basket and gets fouled. Energizer Bunny. So CeCe cannot come back. They can't have CeCe come back and keep Ari unless somebody else leaves, if I understand right. Connecticut also beat Atlanta, right? If I got it right, Caitlin cannot come back if Ari is there unless somebody else leaves. So what's the team going to do? What's up, Smooth Will? Come on, Ari. We need all the free throws. And we missed. Oh, these free throws are like, whoo. Get rid of Turner. Nice hands. Nice hands, Ari. Jordan Canada going around the world. Rebound. Good rebound. No, Tosh. Oh, my goodness. Why does she insist on bringing the ball up the floor? That's what I'm saying. She cannot bring the ball up the floor. Oh, she missed the layup. She can't do that. I don't want Natasha Howard to bring the ball up the floor. I don't. I told you, every time she brings it up the floor, almost, somebody's going back door. She tried to go back door, but she can't deliver that pass. Give it up. This is where your guard has to pull her aside, first chance you get, and say, stop. Come on now. Yes, indeed. CC Lynn 23, welcome to the channel. Don't mind me yelling. I keep saying Turner should go. Well, they need to make a decision because she cannot stay. When is CC coming back? Rebound, straight up. How many offensive rebounds does this team have? Put it up. Wide open, baby. Wide open. Weak side rebound. It is 19-20. 22 seconds to go in this first quarter. Can we get a stop? Ari, cookies, Ari. Cookies. Cookies, Ari. Screen right. Bree Jones is like, wow. She's like another truck. 4 on the clock. All the way to the rack. Dantes shoots a brick. Oh, man. Thank you, Kelly. Dantes, come on, get it together. Wow. No, Stephanie's back. Why do some women in this league miss so many layups? I saw a wide up. Who was the one that missed the layup last night in the Valkyrie Sparks game? Like wide open. Just missed. Hey, freedom. No, Dantes can shoot, but her form is so weird in her long, she plays good defense. She's a big body, but she does pick up a lot of fouls. But they tend to like call that whistle, blow that whistle real quick on Dantes and Aaliyah. So we're about to start. Let me get these stats. Let me get the stats up here. This team better turn it up. Somebody has got to be having a conversation with Natasha Howard. I don't want you bringing the ball up. If you got an opportunity to run, if you get a stop and you have an opportunity to run, is Natasha Howard the person you want the ball in her hand making that decision when you got an opportunity to get a break? No. DB, what happened to her? AF says if they don't find a way to keep her, they need to make a move now. So let's see. It seems to be, I'm watching on League Pass, Geraldine. Yes. Something happened to DB. I don't know. I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, Dream. I mean, you got Brittany Griner and you got really Jones. Like she's a beast. So it wasn't Angel Pope. It was somebody from either the Valkyries. It was the Valkyries, I think. I'm pretty sure it was the Valkyries. They look good. I mean, they look good. This expansion team, I think Timmy had like 14 last night. She had a double-double. So, all right, let me look at these stats. So we've got our leading scorer is Ari. She's made she's 2 for 2 from the field, 6 points. She missed a free throw. She's the only one who shot a free throw, shot 2 of them. 4 points from Howard, 2 from Boston, 3 from Colson, 4 from Mitchell. But look at these rebounds. Indiana with 10 rebounds and 10 rebounds also from Atlanta, but Atlanta has 2 offensive. Well, Indiana has 1. I don't know why it seems like they're destroying us on the board. Indiana shooting 44.4%, Atlanta 45%. Okay, let's go. Sydney Colson still in the game. Gets it to Aaliyah. Aaliyah down low with Griner on her. Nice move, but Aaliyah got blocked. It's tough with their bigs. Ryan Howard. Come on, get in the rhythm. Good hands, Lexi. Cookies. Lexi's everywhere. Aaliyah up top. Sets the screen. Rolls. Ari. 8 on the shot clock. Ari. Step back. Oh, my goodness. Ari McDonald. Oh, McDonald. Just Jules, I did, and I responded. Did you get them? I responded last night. And Jules, I did put a video up on that today. I put a video up this afternoon on my own. So if you could go over there and share it or like it or something, I'm gonna have to start putting mine up, I guess, to prove that I'm real. So yes, I appreciate what you did, Jules. I don't know if you went up there today and saw what he did with the videos I put yesterday. This person actually put it up with the words that I put on there and then cut out the rest of it. So it's a battle. This person is determined. And I think your comments were all deleted, Jules. I think all your comments were deleted. So you've probably been blocked. Good, Tosh.
Drops Lexi Hall defensively in and out on Natasha Howard, gets her in the air and then step through. It's like 3 different moves in one.
Oh, McDonald.
I can't do it. I was gonna give her a 10.9.
She's not going anywhere now. Timpson's not going anywhere. Come on, Kels. They got double Kels? They doubling Kelsey. Get it to Aaliyah. Quicker. Oh, yes. Come on, Boston. They're going to double Kelsey. Then Aaliyah's open on the screen. Come on. Give her the ball. Alicia Gray. Wow. Threw a little bit of elbow there. Ari to Aaliyah. Aaliyah to DB. Oh, nice 2-man game there. Nice. I like that little flip that Aaliyah has. A little flip. Good job. DB to AB. DB to AB. You call that foul on Aaliyah? Nice. Yeah, Freedom, you were in the building, and then you even stopped in to say hello to us. What a game. Come on, let's get stops. 26-26. 6:50 to go. This is going to be a game of grit. Wide open, off, rebound, Ari. Tasha's running the floor. Ari gets it to Tosh. Got Ryan Howard on her. Nice step through and gets fouled. Good job. Good job. Want to read something funny about the Fever Sky game? What's up, Freedom? ESPN? ESPN 2? The Sky mascot was flirting with you? Chicago. That's hilarious. Can't take you nowhere.
So we get the first look at Shatori Walker Kimbrell checking in for Atlanta.
Confused.
Another piece in the free.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 26-26. Can we take the lead right here? Okay. 1 of 2. I know. We got to make these free throws, right? Come on, Fever. Turn it up. You got the player of the week on the floor. Let's go. Man, Bree Jones is like Alyssa Thomas. You got to help on her. She's a Mack truck. Oh. We got to do some free throws. I haven't had as much fun in any other game. I hear the games are quite an experience. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got? Tosh up top. Dewana Bonner. Let me see. Kelsey keeps her dribble. Dantes at the elbow. Turns. Jab step. Step back. And can't get it to roll. But Indiana ball, nope. They were guessing on that one.
Attempts and makes. So we're gonna see if the Dream can get that 3-point shooting back on track as Indiana tries to defend it. They're at 5-1. Stay with us.
Okay. Fever had gone down. Now they're up 1. Keep the spoilers in check. What do you mean? You mean the score? But we can't, we don't know where everybody is. League Pass is really cheap, Julaine. It is $34.99 for the whole year. I think it is, and $12.99 a month, but might as well get $34.99 for the whole year. And and you get to watch every game that's on playback and everything. It's definitely well worth it. Yeah, Father Time. Everybody has a different time, so I can't. Usually I'm behind everybody, though. Yeah, it's blacked out. Yeah, mine, the other game is blacked out for me on League Pass. Yeah, the Chicago-New York game is blacked out. They just got started. It's 0-0. But I couldn't watch that one, I guess, because I don't know. This is Commissioner Cup, 3rd game. I'm a little behind. It's blacked out nationwide. It's on ESPN. Yeah. Deborah says, I refuse to buy League Pass until WNBA cleans up their act bad, dirty fouls. Yeah, it's on your local TV, but what channel would it be on your local TV? Yeah, Deborah, I kept I got it last year and I kept it. All right, let's see. We got Jones with 8, Alicia Gray with 9, Brittany Griner with 5. Rebound, 2 rebounds in 11 minutes, Brittany Griner. How is that possible? Our rebounds, you got Natasha Howe with 5, Aaliyah Boston with 2, Lexi Hull with 4. Lexi Hull, like, second in rebounding in her team. All right, here's Howard. Freedom, she didn't miss the other night. She made her first one the other night. 2-man game right there. Straight up, up, up. Because you are not fully up. Oh, at least. See, even Howard, she's leaning. And you're from behind. She's a tough cover. So Dantas is 2. Howard out. Not so long ago, we saw her go to the. You bet she made that, and they missed. Sydney Colson with the rebound. So folks just missing. This must be missed free throw year, or at least early in the year. There's Kelsey. Oh, she missed Dantas. Man, that's when I miss Cece. Cece hits people when they're open. There you go, Dantas. Good rebound. Put that mess up. 10 on the shot clock. Oh my goodness, miscommunication. Yeah, you're messing around. You're watching, they're playing lax. These guards are going to take the ball. You can't just mess around with the ball. Nice, Kelsey. High off. Couldn't get to go. She's so low. And she pushed. Bree Jones is straight up pushing, elbowing. But watch how she's messing around with the ball. No, they are not calling pushing under the rim. It happens a lot in this league. A lot. Dantas is just like, she's just kind of holding the ball. Like Alicia Gray is not going to go after it. The score is 27 Indiana, 31 Atlanta. 4:24 to go. Indiana has scored 8 points in the second quarter. Atlanta has scored 9, but Atlanta already had a 3-point lead going into the second quarter. But yeah, they gotta get it together. Yeah, Dantas is, I don't even think she's taking 6 shots. She's taking 4 shots. She's 0 for 4. 3 of her shots have been threes. 0 for 3 and 1 rebound. 1 rebound, 1 assist, -9, 0 points. She's just like, wake up. Aries got 9 points in 8 minutes. 3 of 4 from the field. 2 of 3 from 3-pointers. 1 rebound. This, like, who's got to go so we can keep her? Can we make the decision now? Yeah, this might be an ugly one for for the Sky. Wouldn't it be wild if the Sky ended up winning? Oh my goodness, it's 10-0 New York. Oh, how embarrassing. It's 10-0. We can keep Ari and release Sid. I doubt they're going to release Sid. It's probably going to be Turner, even though they're not the same position. They got to do something. But CC cannot come back and keep. We got 666 in the chat. Somebody else, come on in and get us off that. Sky is not winning. Yeah, I was being facetious, but you never know. Ari's area, I mean, is definitely gonna stay. I'd like to see them go ahead and make a decision. Aaliyah, oh nice. Take her. Here's Ari, back to Aaliyah. Aaliyah with the fake. Not, oh my goodness, Aaliyah. Going to the line. Did you see that series of fakes? Hey, Cole. 651 on my part here. CC ain't coming back. Yeah, I did my video yesterday about the silver lining in her not coming back. Depends on how they play it. I mean, but either way, they're going to have to. She ain't coming back with Ari there, or Ari can't stay when she comes back. So Paige Becker's returning Wednesday. Everybody I heard today said they were not keeping Ari. Who said that? There's no way. If they don't keep her. What do you mean they can't release Turner? Why not? Turner doesn't have a guaranteed contract, right? Stay on your feet. Good hands. Dewana Bonner. Cookies. Lexi. To Aaliyah. To Ari. To Aaliyah. Nice fake. Lee, you should have shot that. Oh, nice. Man. A little bit too much, Aaliyah, but that was looking pretty. She's got to take the shot from the free throw line, though. What's up, sis? Indiana ball. You watching the New York game? We're watching the Indiana game. What's the score right now? New York. It looks still like 10-0. Let me see. 10-0 still. Oof. Thank you, sis. Ari with the crossover. Spin up and down. Nothing there. Back to Aaliyah. Aaliyah fakes. Gets it to DB. 8 on the shot clock. DB for 3. Count it, baby. That was a lot of ball movement right there. Woo! 12-0 in the New York game. Ryan Howard got DB on her. Gets the screen from Bree Jones. Lexi show her. Lexi, straight up. Offense. Oh, travel. Okay, good call. The alternative is to release Ari to someone else. Yeah, not cool. Now, they could release her for 10 days, I guess, and then bring her back. Because, they can pick up that 12th player. But why let her go for 10 days? I mean, like, really? 31-31. Aaliyah up top. Nobody on the weak side. Here comes Canada. Alicia Gray just pushed Lexi. Like, they just straight be pushing people. Oh, good. Go, Kelsey. Who's running with her? Kelsey, chill. I'm like, go, stop, go, no. 149 to go. Tie game. We can take the lead right here. Ari with the fake. Lexi. No. Oh, DB. Does talking to the ref after the game actually do any good when a foul is called? It depends. Not if you do it too much. I think more comes of it when coaches do it. You can kind of get in the official's ear a little bit, but a lot of times you end up annoying people. And especially if you don't get back. Like, you can't be talking to the ref and not getting back on defense. That's just not cool. I'm on League Pass. It's okay if you're ahead. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if you guys can slow it down, but I can't speed it up. You guys know how that goes. We're always in different spots. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Less than a minute to go in the half. Lexi Hall. Wow, that was a 4 shot, Barry, but let's go. 43 seconds. Ryan Howard. Yeah, good hands, Lexi. Lexi's an example of playing hard, doing it all, and never, ever complaining. And her numbers don't look like all-star numbers, but she needs to be on that all-star team. She deserves to be on that all-star team. But even the Fever didn't advertise her as voting for her Thursday for all-star. DB, that's a foul? She wants a challenge. DB wants a challenge. I don't know. Foul? What is that? Lexi gives all-star effort. Yeah, they're going to challenge. She pushed her number one and traveled. She got a case. They're going to win. They're going to win. That's right. It was the up and down. They are going to win that challenge. Good. Challenge. I could not find the bootleg, but he's at the game. What's up, Coco? What, Bobby? All ball. What? You cannot come over here, buddy. Buddy girl, little baby girl. Amber Cox said they have to let Eric go. They will, unless somebody else go, unless they release somebody, JM. They have to let Ari go because she's on the hardship. But if somebody else goes bye-bye, she doesn't have to go. And if this team has a player sitting on the bench and a player who's not doing much when they get on the floor, like Bree Turner, for example, and you let Ari go, I'm totally baffled. No, they don't. They only have to wait 10 days if they don't release somebody. Scott Agnes put this on social media the other day. You only have to wait 10 days if you keep everybody. If you let somebody go, she can stay, from my understanding. I mean, that's what I understand from Scott Agnes, and of course he would know. Right? So that's my understanding. They can't find the monitor? Oh, goodness.
She's a veteran player in this league, and she was so adamant that she didn't commit that foul. And so those who trust in your players,
and let someone go, right? So a lot of people think it'll be Turner. If they don't keep Ari, I'm like, y'all. I mean, can you imagine? They're not gonna, Christy. I can't imagine either. They see what we see. What's up, Clay? So we're waiting for the review. 33 Indiana, 31 Atlanta, 28.2 to go in the half. and a challenge. And so since there's a challenge, we can probably wait for about 15. Go get something to eat. Come back in 15 minutes. I saw that with the Fever gear in the stands. Frank is in the house. We can all pitch in for Turner's plane ticket. I mean, it's sad if anybody has to go, I guess, but this is basketball. You're trying to win a championship, right? Caitlin Clark, you're supposed to be paying attention at the game. You're not supposed to be in the chat. I milked this injury. Welcome. Thank you. Caitlin Clark. We got 666 in the chat. What's up, Retro? We don't need Turner while Dante's gone. Let KK play. All I know is they better not let Ari go. That's all I know. Not even for 10 days. Ryan Howard. Offensive rebounds. 20 seconds to go. 33-33. So we get the last shot. We can go in the half with the lead. Don't foul. Don't give up a rebound. See, this breaks the momentum. 7.7. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. Horrible pass, but what you got, Kelsey? 5 seconds. Oh, everything but the finish. Oh man, everything but the finish. Thank you so much, Askabon. Appreciate that. So basically the game starts over. We are at 0-0. Knotted at zeros. Woo! She missed it. Yeah, she missed it. She was going. She got everything but the roll, though, man.
Trying to make life uncomfortable for her. I'm just making her catching stuff and then making her finish around me and not trying to stay down on her topics. This has been a close ball game throughout. I mean, you guys.
Wow, Bree Jones has only 2 rebounds.
What are some key adjustments that you guys want to make to create some separation? I think it's just taking care of on the defensive end the ball screens. We know they like to use it and get down.
Oh, we're gonna win. That's right. Show the pearl. We are gonna win. All right. So 33-33, Indiana won that second. Okay, so listen, Indiana lost the first quarter by 3, won the second quarter by 3. Obviously, that makes sense because that's why we're tied, 33-33. Natasha Howard with 5 points, Aaliyah Boston with 7 points, 3 of 8. So she's already got more shots up than she did the last game. 4 assists, 3 rebounds from Aaliyah Boston, and she's not in foul trouble. She's got 2, so that's good going into the third. Sydney Colson with 3, Kelsey Mitchell with 4. She's 2 of 7. Lexi Hull doesn't have any points, but 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Dewana Bonner with 5 points. And wait a minute. What did I miss? What happened at the challenge? Did they lose the challenge? I totally lost what we were. Did they lose that challenge? That Holy Ghost towel's flowing. Did they lose that challenge, the DB's challenge with the block? How'd that go over my head? I cannot find Adrienne. I'm right here, Deborah. New York 27, Chicago 15. Chicago come roaring back. We won the challenge. Okay, thank you. Where did I go? Then they score with 6 seconds left. I did not see her fit for the night. This fit stuff, man. Okay, successful. All right, Freedom. Oh, Gary Carnegie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Super sticker, $13.99. Thank you. Much, much appreciated. All right. Oh, Alma, you're at the arena? Have a great time. Make sure these Fever people, make sure the Fever wins this game, okay? No, they got it out of bounds. All right, so let's look over at Atlanta. Bree with 11, Alicia Gray with 13, Brittany Griner with 5, 1 block, 2 rebounds, and you got 2 from Jordan Canada, 2 from Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard is quiet tonight. She's only put up 3 shots. And then nobody on their bench scored. We should win this game. Come on now. Turn it up. Field goal percentage. And Pow only played 5 minutes. Interesting. They have, they're shooting 47% almost. When I say they, I mean Atlanta. Indiana's was, last time I checked, shooting at 44.4%, but they're at 38.2%. And they're only 26.7% from 3, Indiana. Their free throw percentage is still horrible. 50% from the free throw. What is going on? How do you assemble a team of people who are missing free throws like this team is missing free throws? But check it out. Indiana does have 5 offensive rebounds, but Atlanta has 4. Valkyries. So, well, I hope we play like we've been playing in the third quarter because this team has been doing well in the third quarter. So, got to come out here and do it. I don't want to switch it to New York Chicago game because I finally found ESPN3 app and I don't want to mess it up. You better not move. That's like back in the day when you got the antenna to work right and you just put the antenna just right. If you're the young folks don't remember this probably, but you get the antenna just right. And then I think the Timpson leaving is not for now, or it's a fake altogether. So much fake out there. I don't even watch a lot of stuff out there because it's just so much nonsense. Let's go 3-0 for the Commissioner's Cup. Let's do it. Yes, the rabbit ears. You got the aluminum foil on the end of it. You get it just right. You put your elbow up. You hold it like that. Put your right toe up. And they go, okay, stay right there. And you're afraid to move. Childhood memories, Jake. That's the truth. Oh, just Jules. You guys, what do you think? What team is going to beat the Liberty and Lynx in your opinion? I don't know. One of them will beat the other. They don't play till like the end of July, which is probably a setup. You do the hokey pokey. Charlie, you watching the game so we don't have to. I'll fall on the sword. Anybody who can beat the Liberty other than the Fever when they get their gel on? Teresa says the Fever will beat both. I would love to see. Listen, the Fever almost beat the Liberty and would have if the officials had not helped Natasha Cloud out. But they were playing from behind, so they put themselves in a bad situation. But other than the Fever, I don't know. Oh, the Valkyries. Yeah, the Valkyries might surprise them because they're doing pretty well, like for an expansion team, and then some they lost that they could have won. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. $9.99. Thank you. They have the corniest halftime show on League Pass. They're showing the Comets. Yep. Timmy she had like, last I checked last night, she had like 14. I'm watching on Kirtland. I'm watching on League Pass. Liberty has an easy schedule, fewer games than other teams. You mean fewer close games in the schedule? Trade Mitchell. Okay. Flashy Boo. I don't know what you talking about, Flashy Boo, but the number one priority was to bring Mitchell. She just won Player of the Week. I don't think that would happen. Oh, interesting though. Love the whole squad. Cheryl the Pearl, thank you. It's a cool squad. It's a cool squad. I turn off the sound on League Pass. The Mystics are scrappy enough. They might be able to beat the Liberty. They are scrappy. I'm doing well, Hilliard. How are you? But yeah, the Mystics are scrappy. I mean, you got Kiki and Citron, and of course, Sykes, the Valkyrie coach. She was real chill last night. Beautiful Afro woman. How can game be on League Pass when it's on ESPN? Oh, is it on ESPN? The game on ESPN. The game on ESPN is the Liberty game. I'm watching the Fever game, Mike. The Fever game is not on ESPN, is it? I think it's at ESPN 3 or something, but Teresa watching on her local Atlanta channel. So anyway, once again, Ruth, member for 1 month. Yay! Please check out my grandnephew online, Zachary Lewis. I taught somebody named Zachary Lewis back in the day. Zach Lewis, and his brother's name was Calvin Lewis. Commits to UGA. Go Dogs. Congratulations. Congratulations to your grandnephew, to your family. Excellent. Is this for basketball, Ruth? Can a brother get a response? Can a sister see the comment? Let me see. I remember my dad make me stand there, hold the right spot. Woo! Let me see what we got. I answered you, Hilliard. I'm probably late on this. I am doing well, if that's the question you meant. Yes, ESPN 3. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. Mitchell's going to come alive in this second half. So like I said, with the impersonator over on TikTok, I ended up putting a video up there. Didn't want to do it, but I put a video up so that I can start to put my videos up there. So the other person, I'm going to try to freeze out the other person. So you guys go on over there and share that, please. Real Adrienne Ross show, not the fake stuff. Real Adrienne Ross show. All right, enough of the halftime. Okay, so I see some people have been up. Okay, some people came on. Some people started following me over there because I put up the video calling out the other person. You guys got to have my back over there. Have my back. Have my back over there. So once again, all right, somebody else just started following me. So once again, this is the account. I never had a video up, but because I'm being impersonated, I got to push back. So if you're a TikTok person, that's the real one. Yeah, Sueda, I don't usually do it either. But every time I turn around, somebody's impersonating. So I got to do something. I can't stand it. But yeah, if you can go, I noticed I got like 4 or 5 people who did go over there and hit, and 3 people watched the video. A couple people started following. This is, what I got to do. What do I think of Pow Pow's game? Haven't seen a whole lot of her. She seems to be tough. She can certainly grab you playing defense. Didn't look to me like she was playing like a rookie when I did see her play. So that was good. Charlie, I know you joke. I know you're joking, Charlie. I know you're joking. That's hilarious. I don't do I don't do TikTok, but I support your banners will crush your face no matter. It is so annoying. I know. And you guys have been so good. And I'm believing that this isn't going to be permanent. All right. But the video I put up yesterday, they just cut me out and they just showed the screen I shared. And then one of the videos, they left it with the words saying that it was a fake account. They left the words there, but they figured that people probably weren't even going to read it, which is pathetic. So in other words, they're saying you're dumb, right? Nobody's going to read it. They literally have a video up right there with me saying that their account is fake. And people are still making comments and saying, oh, we love your work. Thank you. Unbelievable. Some nerve. Like I have my logo in the back. One of the videos, they just blackened the logo stuff all in the back. And you can see the writing where I said they were fake. You can see it moving, but they covered it a little bit, but they couldn't get it all the way. Like this, it's just ridiculous. So for those of you who are dealing with the annoyance of the face being covered or the banners and all that, I appreciate it. I've had a couple people who said, this is really annoying. I'm thinking, if you think you're annoyed, imagine what I feel like. Anyway, God don't like ugly, and you will reap what you sow. So I fast forwarded you to the beginning of the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter? Yeah, Coco's little comments. I saw that. All right. They're still in halftime, but we're ready. Oh, here we go. That wasn't halftime. Let's go. Grinder. Oh, good. Get on those. There's Jones. Oh, nice hands, Tosh. Yeah. Oh, man. Lexi was everywhere. Canada. Pull up. Misses. Rebound. Let's go. Can we strike first? I love the Williams sisters. I was a huge Williams sisters fan. Nice, sweet. That shot was so pure, the net barely moved. I answered you in a super chat. What did I miss? I missed it. Alicia Gray is just good. I'm sorry, I missed it. Oh, Carter's doing his first live? Cool. You're watching me live, Father Time. Is Jonquel Jones still out? Is Jonquel still hurt? Good hands. Real Adrienne Ross. Well, there are a lot of Adrians, actually. There are a lot of Adrians, Adrienne Rosses, but I only see the one fake one with that song QX, whatever. But as far as the Adrienne Ross, if you look at the videos, Lynn, you'll know whether they're showing my videos. If there's another one that's definitely showing my videos, please do let me know. No, Tosh. No, Tosh. No. Thank you. Tosh for 3. Short. Freedom's back. Is Mrs. Wilson from Home Improvement? I like that, Kelly Marie. I like your round thing. What do you call those? Like logo like thing. You know what I'm trying to say. I never watched Home Improvement. Okay, 36 Atlanta. Exactly, Kat. I'm like, somebody telling me, can you please stop? Can you find another way to do this? Because this is really bothering me. And I'm like, that's like telling a person who just suffered a loss, and they're crying about it. And you going, would you please stop crying? Because, it's really bothering me. Like, really? You think you're bothered? Nobody's bothered as much as I'm bothered. But I still got joy. Griner mad slow. No, Tosh. Oh, goodness. Okay, yes, Tosh. Yes, Tosh. Ruth. What, True? Thank you so much for becoming a member. Appreciate you, Ruth Slappy. 37-36. Griner, let it go. Shoots the 3. I guess Tosh kept going because nobody picked her up. Awake and Dreaming. Thank you for your YouTube videos. Always look forward to listening. Can't become a member right now, but praying for you. Thank you so much. That's the best thing you can do. I appreciate that. God bless you. Awake and Dreaming. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Colson. Oh, nice weave. Oh, nice. No, see, Tosh, you didn't need all that. Just, you got good position. Put it up. Ah, mercy. What's up, William? She just pushed Aaliyah. And Bree Jones is a bus. Rebound, outlet, go. Run the floor, run the floor, run the floor, run the floor. Cece would have found her. Cece, man, this is where I miss Cece. In the open floor. In the open floor, she can get you. They wait too long because they don't know they can deliver the pass or they don't see it. Elaine, thank you. Appreciate you for that 5 so much. Liberty 44, Sky 27. Mitchell. Blocked. They got Bree Jones bringing the ball up the floor. That should be cookies for somebody. Offensive. Uh-oh, Lexi. Slow to get up. There she goes. Man, Lexi stepping in and trying to take a charge from the bus. I mean, that's bold. Wow. Lexi's got to go out. Bonner's coming in. Aries in. She's a beast. Yeah, she's a beast. She's a tough cover for Aaliyah, too. Yeah, Aries in. Gets the ball to Aaliyah. Calls for DB. Atlanta 38, Indiana 37. We need to pull away because I don't want a situation where they let them play with earrings in their noses. Wow, rules have changed. I don't want a situation where you got to deal with the officiating down the end. You've got to be in a position where the officiating can't take it from you. What's up, Robert? Okay, coffee 97-41. Yeah, you can't play hero ball. Yep. Off night. Okay, a bunch of people started following. I hope that's you guys in the chat. Appreciate that. I just think the activity there having the activity there on TikTok. Thank you, Lynn Fester. I see you did that. Having the activity there will help me when I report the other channel because I had no content over there. And so I think it'll help. As much as I don't want to do nothing with TikTok. And watch the video I put up over there. Put some views up there. That'll help as well, please. All right. This game is lacking the energy we want to see. Oh, 37-41, 5:19 to go in the third. This team got to pull away. Come on now. We've got nobody in double digits on this team. Ari is at 9. 7 and 7 from Aaliyah and Howard. 6 from Kelsey Mitchell on 3 of 11 shooting. She's 0 for 4 her 3-pointers. Goodness, come on now. And then Atlanta, they've got 16 from Gray, 13 from Jones. What's this New York game doing? 32-52 at the half, New York. Let me look at that box score. They need to bring some excitement to this game. So in the New York game, Angel Reese has 11 points at the half. She's 5 of 6 from the field. Go, Angel. 5 of 6 from the field. 1 of 2 from 3. She got 9 rebounds. 4 of them offensive rebounds. 1 assist. 4 turnovers. Only one personal foul, 11 points, and 7 from Ariel Atkins. Cardoso's only taken 2 shots with 2 points. Wow. 8 from Kia Nurse, 4 from Elizabeth Williams. Another turnover. Come on, Indiana, pick it up. Somebody gifted, and she got bailed out. Pope gifted the membership. Thank you so much, Pope. There you go. There you go. All right, come on, let's go. Give her the ball. They're too slow on the passes. Over the top. Over the top. There it is. Yeah, Leah. Oh, my goodness gracious. Too easy. Too easy. All of a sudden, 37-43. $4:05 to go. I can't stand that floor. Yeah, thank you. Smash the like button. Yeah, the stream becomes coming in and out. Another turnover. Take care of the basketball. There's Gray. Stop ball. Stop ball. And nobody was there. And now, offensive rebounds going to hurt you every time. Jones pushes off a whole lot and doesn't get called for it. A whole lot. 37-45. Indiana, you guys look terrible. Pick it up. Offensive foul. Aaliyah moved. Well, Dantas was out there and she was thinking up the floor. Yeah. Yeah, it's a foul. All right, so Bree Jones is out. I don't know why we keep talking about Stephanie White. Like, this team, she ain't going to make the free throws for you. You're turning the ball over. You don't have Caitlin Clark out there. This is not about Stephanie White. It's about you executing. Stephanie White's not missing layups. Seriously, though. And you can't run if you keep turning the ball over. Good job, Ari. Dantas is always caught behind the person. It's a 10-point game. Let's turn it around. Let's turn it around. We've scored 4 points so far in this third quarter. 4. Dantas. Yes, finally. Finally, saw one go down. Come on, DD. Now play good defense. 7-point game. Let's go. Too easy. Too easy. Spacing. She missed the layup. Get the rebound. Lexi touched it. Oh, she missed the straight up layup. But we couldn't grab it. Wow. They're getting beat off the dribble, and they find themselves behind. Here comes the spin and the step through. All right. Wow, offensive? They call that on Lexi? She's got 4 fouls. Yeah, coaches, yeah. It's a 9-point game. Lexi Hall getting jacked up. Let's go. Come on, guys. That's off. Nice box out, Dantas. Nice box out. Let's go. Play with some pride. Come on, come on. Good defense on Canada. That's not Canada. That's Coffee. Bonner couldn't get the fall. Get back. Alicia Gray with the nasty crossover. Good take. Timeout. 11-point game. 1:31 to go. Caitlin stepping up there with her paper. You need help, defense.
That little crossover just made Hall hesitate a half a second too late. And Gray with the first step was able to beat the contact and beat the defense.
I mean, Gray is a great player.
So Atlanta, 131 in the third, has been very impressive. So whatever was said at halftime, it is the worst.
Okay, so here's the thing, though, and I tried to explain this last year, and I'll explain it again. Look at Caitlin talking to the official. She's working the official. That one last up. You got to understand how this works. You cannot play an up-tempo game if you don't get stops, right? If you're taking the ball out of the rim, you cannot play the up-tempo style. That's why you have to be a complete team. You can't solely rely on pushing the ball. When your opportunities are there, you push the ball. Otherwise, if you're not getting stops, you're going to have to play in the half court. That's why this team has to play better defense so they can get out and run. They're a much better team if they can get out and run, unless you then got Natasha Howard pushing the ball up the floor, which you don't want. We need Caitlin Clark. I've seen opportunities where somebody could have gotten the ball, but they're not getting the ball. They're not even passing the ball. Games are won in the paint. Okay, now I'm gonna call you Christy Sides. But we don't really disagree, Jules. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. What I'm saying is that you can't, I'm talking about we got to run. Well, you got to get stops and you got to run, right? So there's that. Now, as far as the paint game, again, not having Caitlin on the floor changes things, because that's why Caitlin and Aaliyah were so good, because of the pick and roll. If you take Caitlin out, when Aaliyah sets the screen, you've got two people coming at Caitlin. You don't have that without Caitlin on the floor. So it's not as open either, right? Run and gun is what this team can do well, and it's what they want to do, but you can't do it for 40 minutes. And you're not going to do it if you're not getting stops, So the bottom line, there it is. Short. Okay, go. So now you can push because you got to stop. This is what I'm saying. You get a stop, then you can push the ball. This is my point. You're the only one talking about White in here, UTP. And don't talk about capping. That'll get you in timeout. I always tell the truth. You're the only one obsessed with Stephanie White. So I ain't capping for nobody. I'm talking about the game. If you know the game, then you can't deny anything I said.
And mind you, just really frustrated with the fouls that have been called. Well, I will say this. So for Kelsey Mitchell, some contact is negligible.
So again, here's my point. My point is when you can push the ball up the floor.
But respectfully, on both ends, it's been some missed calls and some contact that they've allowed to let go. It's been that way in all 3 games. I don't even want to touch the last game because that was so weird down the stretch between these two. But
what did she get a technical for?
So I'm not sure if you can really complain about a missed call because she's also done the hook move.
Was she complaining and then they teed her up for a complaint?
Atlanta won the first game against Indiana at their place 91-90. Then on the back-to-back, they had them with
and she hits the 3. So you're taking the ball out of the basket. Now you got to play in the half court. Lexi, kick it out. Kick it out. And then you start playing hero ball. 15 seconds to go. This game is certainly winnable. Forever Nikki, enjoy your vacation. Yes, it is 6 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 42 Indiana, 54 Atlanta. And Bree Jones is a hardcover for anybody. 14 points. There's plenty of time in the game, but still, my goodness, this looks terrible. Terrible 3rd quarter. I spoke too soon, saying I hope they continue to play well in the 3rd quarter. I was called away from the game at the half. What happened? Raphael, consider yourself very fortunate. What's up, Arctic? Even Halliburton wasn't enough for him last game, Agamemnon. You're welcome, Forever Nikki. All right, Heather. We don't know when Sophie's back, Monique. Not sure. Yep. Yes, awful quarter is right. Yeah. Everybody who's saying you can tell the people, who are not looking at the nuances of the game. Because all they got is Stephanie White is bad. Stephanie White is bad. Stephanie White is bad. Right? Stephanie White's certainly not perfect. Okay. But Stephanie White cannot slide her feet on defense and keep you in front. But you got nothing else, then you can go ahead and run with Stephanie White is bad. You know, that's like the people over in the sky with Angel. All they got is it's Coach Tyler Marsh. It's Tyler Marsh. It's Tyler Marsh. It's not Angel. It's Tyler Marsh. You guys are, some of you are the equivalent of the people who are blaming the coach. Well, is it Nuke? Candace Parker said he was one of the best coaches she ever played for.
Well, Atlanta is on a 20-5 run over the last 7 minutes of play. They have the advantage 56-42, and it's been a 1-2 punch. Gray and Bree Jones taking care of business tonight, Jack. I mean, again, we go back to the depth of this team where it's not just 1 or 2 players, but you got 4.
Yeah, it's the fair weather people.
They just take turns. I wish Gray and Bree Jones had put in work from the jump from the start of this game.
And Basil just got the boot. I'm not playing games with Basil. My patience runneth out. Let's go, team. Yo, will the Real Fever fans stand up, please? Can we get the Real Fever fans standing up, please? Oh, it's nothing new. The people in the chat, this is what they do. If you're winning, it's like, oh, that's my team. If they get down 5 points, it becomes a whole different ball game. We need the Real Fever fans in the house. Let's go. Let's go, Fever. Good rebound. Tosh, give it up. Give it up. Here she is. And a foul. Thank you for blowing the whistle. Exactly, Kelly Marie. Everybody has to adjust. She's got to do better. They got to do better. But people are just, oh, it's just her. Oh, it's just her. And I'm literally watching teams of people not sliding their feet, etc. Anyway, I got a timeout button. I just use it. Yeah, she said he was one of the best. She said she was saying that she didn't say he was better than Coach Pat Summitt. Nice, Lex. Oh, couldn't get the roll. But she was saying that she believes he's the right coach for Angel Reese because everybody's throwing him under the bus. I don't know enough about him to know what he's doing. I just know they look terrible. But she said he's the right coach and he understands the game. So she was really putting a kibosh on everybody who was trying to blame him instead of saying, okay, whatever. So again, we're going to explain why it's easier for Aaliyah when Caitlin's on the floor, right? It's easier because they run the two-man game. When she sets the screen for Caitlin, you get the double team coming and Aaliyah gets an open lane. It's a little bit harder. That's why Caitlin is so vital. She demands so much attention that it opens things up for other people. But Aaliyah has been doing a good job of trying to help facilitate, which she can also do well. And she's got a hard job. Look at Bree Jones, the Mack truck. Anyway, I'm done talking about Stephanie White. You can talk about Stephanie White. I'll watch the game. Kelsey runs the baseline, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Nice crossover, step back, short. She's a beast, man. 42-58, 8:16, 15 to go.
Solid screen at the top of the key that gets Natasha Howard, who's brought back up by Brian Howard. Look at this in transition.
I just did a whole video on Kelsey. Kelsey, I expect you to ball out today. Tell it, Tina. Tell it. There you go. Now what? Can we press a little bit? What's up, Joseph? Oh wow. How in the world? Lexi's in foul trouble. We do not sell out the coach. I agree. That's just what people say because they don't know what else to say.
dropping their last one after going on a 3-game win streak.
46-60. She's huge. Good hands. Oh, wow. Oh, travel? It's 46-60 Atlanta. 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter.
This is why you keep your dribble alive. Jordan Canada doing a nice job of taking the defense with her. And she sees Alicia Gray.
Yeah, just slips through.
Leaves her defender, Kelsey Mitchell. She gets to the
Go, Ari.
So they're saying it will go against Atlanta for the foul. The team's third. And it should be.
And nobody put you in timeout because of what you said about White. I put you in timeout because of your rude comment. And I'm not feeling it. And I don't have defensive her 100%. I was talking about the team. And I'm done talking about it.
Another foul. That is the fourth for Atlanta. Atlanta has to be careful though with 6:55 left on the game.
And if I were you, I would just move on. That's my advice to you.
A lot of time. There's almost 7 minutes left in the game. These are all pros. If you're caught, you don't want to commit that foul way up there. It's not necessary. Another look. You have to think that has been the assignment.
I'm not in timeout. I speak my mind. Exactly. It had nothing to do with speaking his mind. It was the insult comparison he tried to make because he didn't like what I had to say. I suppose I'm supposed to defer my opinion for his opinion, and that's okay.
Of Atlanta's 3 threes this
Get a stop. On the floor. Offensive foul. She needs to wear the leather jacket. That's right, Nikki. Let's go. Let's go. And here's the thing. Like, I can't blame. I'm watching, right? Like I said, everybody here needs to pick it up. But to suggest that I'm going to defend anybody, period, and that I'm not fair about what I see is just lying. Pope says Adrienne needs to explain basic basketball rules and theories to them. Right. What I said is that the team can't run if they don't get stops. Tell me where I'm wrong. I said the team has to make free throws. Tell me where I'm wrong. I said the team has to be able to make layups and keep your man in front of you and stop reaching over the back. Tell me where I'm wrong. And then your response is, oh, you're acting like so-and-so because you're defending them 100%. What I'm saying is that these players have some responsibility for what they're doing. It's really that simple. Exactly. Based on fact and experience. I'm not saying that Stephanie White never does anything wrong. What coach doesn't have to, make adjustments and things like that? But what I'm watching tonight, you giving up offensive rebounds. You telling me that this coach is not, that these players who've been playing this game that long don't know that they should be boxing out? Like, and then to come and say, well, you just capping for so-and-so. To me, that's an attack on my character because I'm not capping for anybody. So that's how you get the timeout, because you just attacked my character instead of keeping it about the game. I'm not capping for nobody. What would be the point of that? It's a game of runs. That's what I keep saying. But these are there are people who just they bail out, and then when they make the run, then they're like, "Oh, let's go, let's go." Right? Brian, White isn't our problem. Our players aren't playing well tonight. Go Fever. Yes, I agree. Blind Melon. Gotta keep pushing. Rebound. Move your tails. Move your butts. And Caitlin Clark really is that good. I mean, she really is that good. I'm struggling to stay positive. Yeah. I know. Capping means basically you're lying. You're lying, you're covering up for them. Man. Yep, capping is to lie. UTP, I'll be impressed with you if you can tell me something that the players should do differently. Because I'm not hearing that. Tell me what you see on the floor. What do you see on the floor that they should be doing differently? Why don't you educate us? What's your notepad to Stephanie White? What should she be doing differently? Bad pass. I guess Stephanie White threw that pass too. That's why I blocked him. Nope.
They've got to be intentional about their shot selection, intentional about getting each other involved.
Yeah, that's how the language has changed, Mamanita. Got tired of hearing about Stephanie White, I guess, right? There's a lot of work to be done, no doubt. Grab the rebound. Like right there. How do you not get that? .522 to go, 48-65. Nope. Trying to handle Jones. And Lexi's out in foul trouble. And a foul. Now I would put Lexi in because she can't take that. She can't take the 6 foul home with her. All right, here she. Okay, so there it is. So I do know what I'm talking about sometimes. She can't take the 6 foul home at this point with 5 minutes to go. You bring her in and you make a push. If she fouls out, she fouls out, right? AB and Dantas, quick whistle on them. Good job, AB, on that one. Brittany Griner. Can we get Ari back in though? See, this is what Kelsey will do. No. Sophie's still out. Kelsey, let it go out. Kelsey reverts to hero ball. Yeah, they give him a hard time. Coupon Hustler J, they do. They are a hard matchup. Colson, at least she has helped him some. Last game, I was one too who said maybe Colson needs to be the one who goes. But what's Bree Turner doing either? Colson at least can play good solid defense and bring the ball up against pressure.
This game that may be confusing if you're looking at the box score. And you see Atlanta up by 19.
Every team is a hard matchup, and they have to treat it that way. Mm-hmm. UTP would impress me if they went and just rooted for another team. Robbie, I think you have to wait on that. I think when you realize that this team is without Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham, you can't really make that assessment. Right? If Caitlin comes back and Sophie comes back and they're still playing they're not playing any better, then maybe we can have a conversation. But that would be like saying that when you got, goodness gracious, when you got your Kobe out and your Shaq out, right? So they look terrible tonight, no doubt. Basil, enough of your side conversations trying to dog me. Enough. Just cut it out. And it had nothing to do with White. We were talking about the game. So, like I said, enough. Final warning. Or true. Enough. Like I said, Basil, enough. Let it go.
On the trip call against Shatori, an inadvertent as well. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough pleading her case, but it had to be called because it impeded the movement of the offensive players. So Walker-Kimbrough, when she tried to corral this ball, you can see here it gets tipped to her. She loses her balance. And right there with that left leg, she sticks it out and it tricks Erin McDonald, which impedes her movement. Had to be called. So
come on, Ari. Scottie Pippen.
But just having to work her way on and off rosters and staying ready and not having to get ready, but also coming out here and competing, just putting her head down and not taking it lightly. I really hope she gets picked up, gets released by the Fever in the near future. It's been fun to watch her. We had 3 seasons with her in Atlanta.
Man, they got Lexi trying to battle Jones down there. Look at her. Oh man. Oh, you Mark just said I put him in timeout for 5 minutes. He'll be back saying why I gotta go in timeout. And they're gonna call a foul. People want me to just be dogging Stephanie White. And I'm looking at a team to take some responsibility. For real. It's a whooping, all right. Ain't no lying there. She got a technical, and at this point, she don't even care. She got a technical. You want to get those technicals right now. Good hands, cookies. And she gets fouled. That's what yeah. So she gonna go to the line. I do, Kelly Marie. I saw a few passes that would have been made. I guess she figured might as well. The assistant coach doesn't play the game. The players play the game. Exactly. The coach can't make the shots. Did Plum definitely get fined? I got to go back and hear what she said. Do you think Stephanie White is going to off on the refs in the post press? She probably already had to pay a fine. She did already have to pay a fine. She told us that, right? Yeah, I'm glad she got a technical too. Every once in a while, you have to do that. A lot of times, when done earlier, it's better because it fires them up. But she's just frustrated, I'm sure, like they are. But they look bad. She let it fly. I think the dream is score at least 25 points on layups against the Fever's defense. That's the problem. Isn't Coach White supposed to be a defensive specialist? Yep, but you're only as special as the players you're working with. This team was second to last in defense last year. Her goal was to get them to middle of the pack. Evelyn, no need to keep dogging Stephanie White until after the Fever hit their free throws, get tough on rebounds, and make their layups, among other things, sadly. Mm-hmm. The coach is always the easy target. They know that. Blum said everything we all think about the refs. Adrienne got a tech or two. I got one technical ever in my entire coaching. One. And I did it and it was on purpose. But only one ever. And I purposely got it. But it's interesting to see how Atlanta has grown since then with Washington. Drive you crazy. White is a great coach. She is indeed. There's a lot of work that has to be done. Man, she missed another free throw. Stephanie White, you are fired. She missed a free throw. Maybe, but maybe not. Ryan Howard sitting back to the coffee. She's not down for you tonight. Ryan Howard has really struggled from outside down. I mean, honestly, like what does Jones has 21 points and is 9 for 14. There's a problem there. I mean, we don't even have the personnel to cover Jones. If you're watching her and the way she plays, 21 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, Griner's only took 7 shots. It's not even about Griner, but Brianna Jones is a truck. And Alicia Gray is just ridiculous. Can you guard her? Because that's really where you are right there. 21 from Jones, 23 from Alicia Gray. This team has 41 rebounds against Indiana's 26 rebounds. There you are. How many points off of those? Like, for real, 26 rebounds for Indiana, 41 for Atlanta. That's terrible. We've given up 9 offensive rebounds. 13 assists for Indiana, 19 for, like 13 total assists. Here's the thing. Caitlin Clark is averaging 9.3, is it, assists per game? And this whole team has 13 right now. This is what I'm saying. Thank you so much, Terry. I appreciate that super sticker. But this is what we're talking about when we talk about how important she is. This team has 13 assists total. Caitlin Clark is averaging almost 10 assists herself. Another missed layup. That's the distributor in her that you're missing. And she gets right to the basket. And a foul. 4 seconds left in the game. Beautiful Afro woman said, we're going to put this up and we can check. The Fever will shock New York on Saturday, 82-77. All right. I like it. Now you know how good CC makes Indiana. She makes everybody better. This is what Candace Parker was just saying in her interview with Jamel Hill as well. And your whole team was built around her. Yeah, you're right, Kara. It's rough. It didn't start off rough, but I mean, this team had lost how many games that they had lost originally by like 11 points? And now they're losing by 20 points. I mean, that's more than they've gotten lost by in all their losses, right? Boston's not the go-to because Boston has got Bree Jones on her like a Mack truck. And not having CC on the floor helps, makes it more difficult. She's been smothered. For her to have 7 points.
Well, a minute and 3 seconds left in this ball game. Atlanta is starting to think about.
Kelly says people who dismiss CC are just in denial of her grant. It's true. It's true.
That'll be on Friday. They'll see the Chicago.
Good job, Ari.
As Indiana, we'll see on Saturday the New York Liberty. So.
I mean, wasn't that what Dawn Staley was saying? She was like, Caitlin Clark is going, it's a triple double for her. It's going to be normal. But when look at that. They can't, if you can't keep them in front, if you can't keep your man in front of you, it puts everybody in a bad position. They got Caleb, they got Timpson, and she picks up the foul because she went after it with one hand. Like that. You got to get your body in there.
She fell to us. We don't know how because she is a unicorn. She is good. But answer me this. Why Florida State always foul? Wait a minute. Why always foul? That's where you might be coming out of your skin a little bit. You might need to call back. And you're going to hit me with at least I played. At least.
Can Caitlin bring back the fire? Well, last game we said they had the fire, right? So that's why you have to keep this whole thing in perspective. You know, it's going to be bumps. There are going to be bruises. There are going to be things along the way. But last game we said they had the fire. And now we're talking about bringing back the fire, right? So I don't know how to address that. Turnover or foul. But I think everybody will feel a little bit better when she gets back. She's an excellent passer. Yep. Her court vision, her IQ.
So far in the W, Ari McDonald will step up to the free throw line.
Yes, indeed.
Solid for Indiana in the 3 games. She's been on the roster. So back-to-back games for Ari McDonald in double figures.
Ari McDonald's doing her thing. I know that.
God's plan is greater than her plan, and just having to trust the process. I love that kind of.
We're learning allergic to Atlanta. AB is undersized to play against Brittany Griner. And it really wasn't Brittany Griner. It was Bree Jones. And she pushes, you know, she elbows and she's just a big body. Yep, 58 points. Remember, Chicago only had 52 the other night. Oh, the score is over. It just ended. 58 Indiana, 77 Atlanta. All right, Beck and Hollow. Well, AB ain't going, I don't know. She needs some help down there. I gotta say this here, guys. Aaliyah Boston has been balling out this season. She's been balling out. So I gotta push back on the mindset that she's been playing small and soft. She's not gonna put on 30 pounds overnight when she plays Bree Jones, but she has been doing her thing. People have counted her out. People had dissed her, acted like she was out of shape, and she came in, did her thing. So it's a different game without Caitlin on the floor. All right, Teddy. So, Jim, next time when they have the white commentators, I'll talk about the two white commentators. You can't help but like Alicia Gray. No, we're not losing hope in this. For one, like last game, we were like all on top of the world, right? So, not losing hope. Especially when you don't even have your team. You don't have your team together. What a perfect word, LA. Perfect word to describe her. She's jolly. Lexi. Oh, man, he got water all over her. Lexi had no points tonight. No points. She played 32 minutes. She was 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 3. 5 rebounds, though, 1 assist, 2 steals, 5 personal fouls, 0 points. Ari went off for 14. She was 3 for 6. This team shot 61% from the free throw, 20% from 3-point, and 36 for the game. Not going to get it done. 27 rebounds to 44. This is what I'm talking about. 27 rebounds you guys got. And you gave up 44 rebounds to Atlanta. You had 13 assists to 21. You did have 5 steals, but Atlanta had 7. 3 blocks to 4 blocks. Give that edge to Atlanta as well. Turnovers. 12 from Atlanta. 11 from Indiana. But not going to get it done. I don't know what the problem is with the free throws. I don't know what the problem is. Why can't all of a sudden this year they can't make free throws right now? You know? Let's see. Last year, I don't think that's the case. They were playing, they lost games before then. They lost 3 in a row. And, without when she was. So no, that's not it. You win, you just win and you lose. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I feel like the whole FIBA team is undersized to play against Atlanta. They're like linebackers. They play like beasts. They do. It's all about matchups. I mean, lack thereof, Kat says, the lack thereof of rebounding is definitely a problem. Looking through some of your dudes, it is not the coach, Ruth says. Yeah, did not play as a team. Yep. And then the thing about Kelsey is that, love Kelsey. I mean, so glad she's on the team. Kelsey tends to do she starts to do the hero ball thing because she sees that things are getting out of control. And she knows that she's so quick off the dribble. So she tries to do a whole lot. And then they get out of there. They get out of playing like a team. And, you know, and it looks ugly. Free throws. Yeah, free throws will get you. I'm going to say what I said before to those who talk about the pace of the game. If you're playing horrible defense, you're not going to be able to play the fast game you want to play. You're going to be forced to play in the half court. And that wasn't working for him. Adrienne is picking up where everyone else left off on the coach. I'm not sure what you mean, Pope. What do you mean? I'm picking up where everyone left off? I'm not sure what you're saying. The free throws are mental. They need to do so many free throws in practice that their muscle. Yeah, because this team has not been teams that just been missing free throws like that. I mean, oof. Well, I mean, you can say coaching, but at the same time, I'm pointing out things that are happening on the floor, rebounding and stuff. So you can say that, and that might be a part of it, but to disregard the missed free throws, the rebounds given up, the assists that are not there, which means you're not playing like a team, and just say, well, I don't care about all that. I'm just going to still say it's the coach. I mean, you can do that, but there's obviously more to it than that. UTV says they better find a way to keep Ari. I agree. They had better find a way to keep Ari, which means that unless they're going to release her and come back, then they're going to have to let somebody go. I say do it sooner rather than later. Colson played. I mean, not impressive. She hit a 3. And that's about it. I mean, she had 3 points. She had 1 assist. Not really, not really much to say about it. That's why I don't know. Like, some people say they need to let her go, and some people say they need to let Turner go. Other people say no. I mean, Colson can at least handle the pressure on the ball, but I don't know. I'm not impressed. Not impressed. Their defense was good. Potato, you mean Atlantis? The Sparks are playing again tonight, Kat? I'm with you, Pope. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. Not boxing out throughout this whole league. Not boxing out is an issue. AB does tend to box out well, and so does Dantas at times. But overall, like, you gotta box out. You're giving up that many rebounds on offensive rebounds as well. This is funny to me. Only 38% field goal percentage, only 13 assists. Horrible. White is a disaster. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out why you didn't end that with the players were a disaster tonight. They shot 36% field goal percentage. They did not assist the basketball. And here's what we say. White is a disaster. That's funny. Mm-hmm. Bree got whatever she wanted. Should have been double from the beginning and smothering. I disagree about the defense. It's nice to drop in on this sweet channel. Oh man. Well, good comment right there. I tend to personally not like to get negative like 5 minutes into a game and stuff. That can be kind of like, are you serious? Donna, we did look flat. UTV says there's a reason the Aces kept her. I mean, and it's not just the Aces. I mean, she's always been a bench player. You know? Kathy, have a good night, Kathy. Tomorrow night. Okay, I was thinking that they didn't have any back-to-backs this year, except for in the preseason. Seems like most of you forget that Clark and Cunningham didn't play tonight's game. This is the thing that I keep saying over and over again. People are like, oh, this team is trash. I'm like, do you not you cannot in one breath say, wow, Caitlin Clark is like among the best players, if not the best player in the league. Oh, Caitlin Clark is a great passer. Oh, Caitlin Clark has the great IQ, and these people are underestimating Caitlin Clark in the league. And then without her say, oh, this whole team is trash. I mean, you can't, it can't be both, you know? So they're going to have to find a way to play and win without her, but you cannot underestimate the impact. That's why I said what we're seeing now is the CC effect in reverse. So she means a whole lot to this team. And being out early is better than being out late, but it also affects the record, obviously, right now. Yeah, Richard, the Timpson thing, I think that's all fake news. You know, all those things go out there. Vianne, she probably said, I think she said something to the officials that we didn't hear. Well, day one with CC, I mean, CC was there for what, 3 games? You know, so that's not enough time to kind of get it all going, I think that's what I'm saying. We don't know. Like this team has not had the opportunity to be the team. I can't disagree. I can't disagree with that. The only people who should be running point is Caitlin and Ari. I mean, when you didn't have Ari, right? Then you were like, okay, but you have her. So I got to agree with that. Vianne, Just Jules says, because the refs were awful and she put her foot down. Yeah, keep Ari. To make playoff run, they need to fix the paint rebounding. I'm definitely not spamming. I don't see she has a handle on her new recruits and get them to gel. Again, this team, we have not seen the team. Dead weight. It's funny because people did not look at the team as dead weight when they started signing these people, you know, and now it's dead weight, right? Ross lies. She was in a female prison. Oh, you must be talking to some other Ross. All right. Okay. Watching the Fever about Clark being coached by White. Someone please take me out of my misery. Bonner, whatever. AB lacks the aggression. AB has been really aggressive this season. Just want to say that she's outmatched dealing with Bree Jones for sure. But I'm not going to pretend that she has not been doing her thing this season. 9 points in the third quarter. And they had been playing well in the third quarter. Should Cece play against the Liberty? I don't know. Like I did said in my video last night, like if they could save her, her not playing today would be was extra rest for her. I don't know. They said they're playing the long game. We can't chance it. So I don't know. I couldn't know because I'm not that coaching staff. I don't know. Every time we play them this year has been a tough matchup. They have some of our same strength, speed and defense, and have a front court that plays big. Yeah, man. Like a lot of times you look at a team and you go, oh, wow, okay, I'll look at their record. We should be okay against that team. But it's not just about records, right? It's about how you match up. So that's how sometimes a team you shouldn't lose to, you end up losing to. Yeah. Kara says, I really think they brought in too many former champs at once, older and likely want to play their own style. Keep Cunningham and the rest can go. The new experienced players. Yeah. I mean, right? Hindsight is 20/20 vision, right? I still say it's too early to say all that, but I guess we'll find out. Shooting was bad. Free throws are bad. Turnovers are bad. No boxing out. They need to practice basics. JM Ramsey says, knowing CC, she wants to play against New York, but I bet they keep her out. I wouldn't be surprised they kept her out either, especially how physical. Is Jonquel Jones back? Does anybody know? Marcus, the Fever lost big time. I can't tell you that, Monet, honestly, because it's just not. It's not. I would start. I'll tell you this though. I would start Ari right now. I would have started Ari. But then again, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want that spark off the bench. So there's that too. But I think if I were in her situation, and perhaps this is why I'm like, guys, they built the team around Caitlin. And of course, we know that sometimes people get injured, but let's be real. They built the team around Caitlin. There were people they went and got because that they felt that they would complement well. And they have not been without that kind of adversity. Caitlin was out the first game of the preseason. Lexi Hall went down third game of the preseason. And then they lost some really close games. And then you've got Sophie Cunningham went down the third game preseason. Sophie Cunningham came back, got hurt again. Caitlin got hurt. She was out. So, and then Sydney Colson got hurt in that game. So she was out, came back, but Sophie's not back. So it would just be like I don't know. Like this isn't what you expected. This is what anybody anticipated. This team was built around Caitlin, and without her on the floor, it's a huge difference. It changes the looks that Aaliyah Boston's going to get. It changes her ability to get in the lane because of the two-man game. Caitlin demands so much attention that it opens up things for other people. So, but I will say this: with Ari coming in, I would definitely want to start her. Me personally, that's what I would do. You know, I don't know. She got her hands full. Yeah, no, they weren't better last year. That's just no way. And you can't even say that when they don't even have their whole team on the floor. Oh, the other Adrienne. Oh, Kara gifted a membership. Thank you, Kara, the gifter. Appreciate you. Vonda said, I've seen a lot of adjustments that could have been made but weren't. What would you do differently? Somebody did mention doubling Bree Jones, which of course is very difficult to do. If you're going to bring are you going to bring your double from your guards and then have Alicia Gray hitting the jump shots that she was hitting? Ryan Howard wasn't even really a factor in this game. So, but yeah, what would you have done? Thank you, Julie. Thank you. Scrapebook says, where's the depth? Yeah. The depth was supposed to be like your Bonner, and she's not playing well. This is what WNBA looks like without Caitlin Clark. There have been some fun games. I mean, if you watched that LA Sparks game against the Valkyries last night that went into overtime, that was a fun game. And Caitlin Clark didn't play in that game. It was an enjoyable game to watch. Caitlin, of course, just brings a different element of the game and different excitement. But there's some good ones. Third quarter kills the game. But we have been doing well in the third quarter. Last year was always horrible, but we have been doing better. Thank you for all your content. Thank you, Ryan. So, yeah, we hung with them through the end of the first quarter. What happened after that? Yeah, that's not a long time, right? Cliff says Clark and Cunningham need to stay out of the Liberty game. I don't want Natasha Cloud grabbing on her and pulling on her when she's trying to get accustomed to being back on the floor. That may not be the game to come back for, but I'm sure she would love to play. But she even said it was not worth it. Jordan Canada, really, really good. She did, Kurt. She really did. Yeah. What, Kelly? Oh my, she said, I made a comment about Asia being a whiner on X, and someone said that my mom wished I was, oh my goodness, miscarriage. That's why I can't deal with that cesspool over there. They're losing these games to conference opponents and will cost them come playoff seeding. I don't think Timpson is going anywhere. I think that's just fake news. I look heartbroken? Not at all. I think I think some people take exception because I'm not heartbroken. So I think some people want me to be heartbroken about the coach, about this, and I'm not. I'm really not. I think you got to go game by game, and you got to recognize that this team is without the team, much of the team. And so I'm not heartbroken at all. I don't like to lose. Trust me, I don't like to lose. But if this team was at 100% and we played like this, then I probably would be, but some of these losses do hurt. But nah, I'm good. Why do people that are fans of this team have such hate for coaches? Coaches are easy targets, and they know that. Coaches are easy targets, just like star players are easy targets. Just like you, Caitlin, being the player like the Caitlin Clarks, or if it's let's say we're talking about Nafisa Collier, or we're talking about Kobe Bryant back in the day, like those players, they bear a lot of the responsibility. Oh, if your team was so good, then this. Oh, if this was so good, then you. Oh, they do that, and it's the same thing with coaches. It's just it's so much easier for people to sit on the back and say, well, it's just her fault. You got to look at the whole thing. And I think as a coach, you have to look and say, what could I have done differently? You absolutely have to do that. And as a player, you have to say, what could I do differently? One of the things that I think I learned this from Coach Pat Summitt. As a coach, my mindset was, if I win, I give the players the credit. If I lose, I take the blame. So from a coach's perspective, you try to bear that responsibility and you try to say what we could do differently. But sometimes you got to go, you have to go out and execute. We can work on this stuff in practice. I got to make adjustments during the game, sure. But at some point, you got to say as a player, listen, we have to do better. I have to execute. I have to keep my defender in front. Some of the foul trouble, for example, if I have trouble keeping Alicia Gray in front of me and I always need somebody else to come and help because I can't keep her in front of me, then somebody else has to come help, which means their man is open, which means that a good person is going to be able to dish the ball off to that person and they're going to get the layup, or I'm going to be out of position. And so now I'm going to be reaching because I'm late and I'm out of position. So now I'm going to be fouling. So at some point it's like on a string, right? So everything plays a factor. And if you don't do your part, so somebody might say, oh man, why is Aaliyah Boston picking up so many fouls in a particular game? And yet you're not thinking about the fact that Aaliyah Boston picked up the foul because you can't guard your man, which means I got to step up and I got to help you. So now I have to get the foul. Or it's like, why you let her score? But I'm out of position because I'm helping you. So it all works together. But sometimes the most glaring part is the part we all talk about. And because the coach is the one standing on the sideline, there you got to bear some of that responsibility. And I think sometimes people just don't know. They're like, I don't know what to say. So I just blame it on the coach. And sometimes it is the coach's fault. I mean, sometimes it is. I think Cheryl Miller says she did not want to. Right. But I'm going to say what I've been saying. You can't get fast breaks consistently if you can't get stops on the other end. So if your defense is terrible, you're not going to be able to run fast breaks like you want to. Your offense is predicated on your defense. So you better figure out how to play in the half court as well, because you just can't. If you're getting the ball out the rim every time, you're not going to be able to run. I mean, you could do your best to push the ball up the floor, but you're still taking it out and stepping out of bounds. So that's a part of their problem. And there's a reason. I mean, the defense of the Fever was second to, I think the only one worse than them in defense last year was Dallas, I think. And sometimes it is the ref's fault. And sometimes the refs are the scapegoat too. She is a defensive coach, and you can be a defensive coach with a defensive mindset, but your players still have to be the ones to play. So I can tell you that you need to keep Alicia Gray in front of you, but if you don't keep Alicia Gray in front of you, then what am I supposed to do? Like, I can tell you that you've got to, and it takes time to play defense as a whole team. And this team has not been together as a full team. It's been adversity after adversity. Some of this stuff, guys, it just is the way it is. Dallas was worse. That's what I thought. Yes, Dallas was worse. So, Adrienne, would you have suited her up and had her keep Alicia Gray in front of her? That's what I'm wondering. I'm just asking. You guys are funny. How about you just say we lost the game and I'll see you next game? How about you say that? How about that? Mick Talks, who says White is trying to grind opposing teams down by playing slow like she did son. Well, Mick is gonna say what Mick says. You know, I don't really watch what Mick says, so that's just me. I'm telling you that you gotta be able to get stops. And I see them trying to push the ball up the floor when they get an opportunity. I might believe him if they were walking the ball up the floor when they had an opportunity to have fast breaks. So some people just, I mean, I'm not saying this is him, but some people say certain things because they get people riled up. You ever watch that? I'm not saying it's him per se, but there are people who run with certain narratives all the time because that's what's going to get people to go, that's right, that's right, that's right, it was her. And then you can run with a Stephanie is just like Christy. It's a, you know, for some people it's an agenda to keep people riled up. I'm just saying, not saying it's him. I'm not saying that it's him. I'm just saying I have seen that happen. I don't think he's right. I explain why I don't think he's right. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. And that's the part I'm thinking. This is what I'm saying. You have to rebound. If we can't rebound, how can we run? I just went through the stats where we rebounding. We had 27 rebounds in this entire game. When you think about the fact that you get a person like Angel Reese, for example, who can bust down double-digit rebounds in a game on the regular, and this team had 27 rebounds to Atlanta's 44. So I got to go with Jeff here. How you gonna run? How are you running consistently when you're not boxing out and getting rebounds? When you're giving up offensive rebounds? Yeah, so it's not like Stephanie White is she wants to win and she wants to run, but how are you going to play that way if the rest of your game is not conducive to doing that? And then, I mean, I will say this. I have seen people when they get a rebound who can't handle the ball, pushing the ball up the floor. And you guys hear me say, give it up, give it up, give it up. And one time, Howard went coast to coast because nobody stopped ball. So she did the right thing. If you ain't going to stop ball, I'm going all the way to the basket, right? But for the most part, she should not be. Where are the guards who are outlets so they can push the ball up the floor? And I will say this, if I'm the coach, I can't have that. Like I can't have you when you're constantly turning the ball over, when you're pushing the ball up the floor. I can't have you keep doing that. And that's where, but a coach at this level should not have to be the person who says, hey, man, that's where the guard says, during your little break, I got to make my way over to Natasha Howard and say, give me the ball. Okay? Give me the ball. You shouldn't be handling the ball on that fast break. We want to push the ball. And then at times when they were able to get a break, I could see areas where if it were Caitlin on the floor, that ball would have already been in somebody's hand, but they don't see, Caitlin sees the floor before. That's why everyone talks less about the logo threes and more about her passing and her basketball IQ and her ability to see the floor, to see it before it's there. She can get the ball to people. And I'm looking at situations where it's like, give her the ball, and they're not giving her the ball. And it's because they're not Caitlin Clark. Caitlin makes everyone better. So if you think that not having her in the lineup of this team is not going to affect the team, then you don't understand the IQ, the passing ability, the ability to see the floor the way she does. But I got to say, again, like Jeff said, if you're not rebounding, you can't push the ball off the floor. And then if you're pushing the ball off the floor and you shouldn't have the ball in your hand, you're causing problems. I'm trying to read some of this stuff. The only one worse than Howard bringing the ball up is Angel. Neither one. Well, they do sometimes have it. I think, yeah, well, Howard, at least at some point she brought it up, right? And she did. I'm like, give it up. She gave it up. But yeah. So unfortunately, they can't keep ours until 10 days are up. There was an article in the Star News that explains that it has to do with the time. Okay, so is it Gmod? Correct me if I'm wrong, because from what I understand, they can keep her without the 10 days if they get rid of another player. That's what Scott Agnes said. Scott Agnes with the Pacers and the Fever. He said they have to give her up for 10 days, like you said there, unless they give up another player. Now, if I'm wrong because that's what the sources have said. So I'm saying it's a no-brainer. Okay? Give up the person. Do not let her go for 10 days. Seriously. They better figure something out. So, Gmod, if I'm wrong, let me know. But this is what I have been hearing. So, yeah, they're wrong, right? They can give up somebody. Yes, her passing is phenomenal. It's way up there. Did you guys see the Flage's comments? How she texts Caitlin. She talked about her shooting and stuff, but she said I text her and she's so willing to help, and she's just like, she'd be like, Caitlin, how did you do that? Like, how do I want to learn for that? She said she's going to be coming to some Fever games to watch. But she said, I text her and she's so willing to help. And I'm like, how did you do that? Like, how do you see like that? Diane says, we made it through the Christy Size experiment and White is already coaching circles around her. White cannot make their layups, free throws, three-pointers, etc. True. Amen, Agamemnon Games. Amen, amen, amen. Yes, indeed. But I still maintain that the team is going to be okay. I still maintain that. Oh, was he saying he saved everyone already? Or was that a prayer? I thought that was a prayer that he will say that, praying for people to be saved. I said amen to that. Breach it. Box out, rebound. No one can even do. Thank you, Rodney, right? This is the part this is what Combos with Carter. He did a video on this. He talked about it when we did the collab. And he talked about it when he breaks down these games. The difference between when with Boston with Caitlin. Now, I did see it tonight when Kelsey had the ball and she screened for Kelsey Mitchell. I did see two defenders came, which of course opens things up for Aaliyah Boston. But that doesn't usually happen. It is Caitlin that they end up bringing two defenders with her on the screen and roll. And that's why Aaliyah Boston is able to operate better with Caitlin on the floor. When you take Caitlin out of the mix, who else do they really care about defending, bringing two people on? Who? And even if they started it, if you're not hitting shots, or if you're not making the passes, they ain't worrying about you. But they come to Caitlin, they bring two people to her, and Aaliyah's like, oh my goodness, I never was able to eat so much as I was with Caitlin on the floor. That's why she makes everyone better, because she commands so much attention. So it's a big thing, that pick and roll with Boston, that two-man game that they play. AR Mathis says, I'm telling Adrienne, the Sky waiting for Fever to release Ari. They better not, especially with Courtney Vandersloot out. They better not release her. seeing the floor like Cece does is the God-given gift. Flage might be able to learn a bit, but Cece probably can't even explain it. Yeah, I'm sure she did say that. So she said, I used to have my players, they'd be working on free throws. I remember my players saying, how do you do that? Like, how do you consistently make free throws? And I'm like, there's no secret other than hard work. Because I was a horrible free throw shooter in high school. Horrible. I became a great free throw shooter as an adult, right? Because I remembered having a chance to win a game after hitting the biggest three ever, getting fouled and knocked to the ground, tying the game and getting an opportunity to win the game at the line, missed the free throw, but my player got the offensive rebound, put it up, got fouled, went to the line to shoot 2 free throws and missed both of them. And then we went into overtime. I got injured, my knee in overtime, ended up in the wheelchair, couldn't hardly walk on the floor, and we lose the game. That's why I am so adamant about free throws. Adamant, because I know how important, and even as a coach, I'm telling you, games are won and lost so many times at the free throw line. But like you said, Evelyn, there are things that she can't even explain, but she's worked hard on them. I believe she's got God-given skill, and you steward what God has given you and you develop it, you get better at it. And it's like writing for me. As a writer, there are some things that are really difficult to explain. I'm horrible at math, but I could explain to my study hall kids how to do algebra because I had to think it through so much because it was so hard for me. It was harder for me, even as an English teacher, to teach creative writing. Like I could teach this concept and this concept, but some of it was just so natural for me that it's hard to explain, right? But I appreciate that she's like, tell me what I can work on like this. Tell me, and secure players do that. It's the insecure people who say, it's sort of like the people with the recipe. I'm not going to give you the recipe of my cake because I don't want anybody else to be able to make cakes as well as I make cakes. But then you have those people who are so secure in their ability, they want to help other people. They're not trying to hoard the gifts and the skills that they have. So I think it's great that Flage feels comfortable to ask Cece and that Cece is willing to share with her, They'll be fine. It's still super early. We don't have all of our pieces. Exactly. We can't judge where we are right now based on what's going on. Unfortunately, it is such a short season. So praying that they can be well, that they can get back. But I definitely appreciate that they want to be patient. Yeah. I think Kate is enjoying herself in Golden State. And she's not playing as much. Like I watched her on the bench last night, but she was on the bench. She was cheering the team on. And that Valkyries team, they look exciting. So they look like they're going to make some waves. Google says the team can't keep a player if they release another without 10-day waiting period. I don't know. I only know what Scott said. That's the only thing I know. But I certainly want to look into that. I'd like to look into that, but I honestly don't know for myself. I just know he put it on social media because people were asking. He responded on social media. He said, no, they cannot do it without the 10 days except they release somebody. But I guess he could have been wrong. Yes. Aaliyah Boston's got fined. Well, she got fined for her tech that she didn't know she had, right? They love to fine people. That's the thing about these officials. Who holds them accountable? If they can do whatever and you can't say anything, then who's holding them accountable? All right, Freedom. AB's been balling out all year, so I can't even. She's not. She's like Lexi. They are never like huffing and puffing. That's the thing. Like people forget all about what's going on when people have a bad loss. Oh, you're back. Like why are people trying to bring that back to AB when she's been doing her thing? I can't blame her tonight. Who can deal with Brianna Jones is a beast. Why can't the players say anything about that? Not only the players can't, the coaches can't, everybody gets, and I get it. You don't want coaches, you don't want referees to feel bullied. Like you don't want them to feel like they're being browbeaten. They got to be free to do their job. I get all that, but like they don't want to let you say jack. So Mitchell's a good person. Yeah, we love Mitchell. She just picks up that hero ball because she's trying to do her part, and she's playing without her backcourt mate. Nobody anticipated this. That's the adversity. It's like even what Stephanie White's been talking about, and we heard it also from assistant coach Austin Kelly the other night. He said it's all about being able to handle the adversity. Whether you're talking about Caitlin's injury, the injury Caitlin had, or if you're talking about Sydney when she went down for a little bit, or whether you're talking about Sophie Cunningham, or you're talking about the family, the personal situation that sent Stephanie White away that she's dealing with as well. Whatever it is, it's just a lot of adversity. And it's not just the Fever. I mean, all these ACL stuff, Courtney Vandersloot, her ACL, other people having shoulder stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. So what are you going to do with adversity? And that's why I did that late night live stream on both the channels, Adrienne Ross Squared, as well as the Adrienne Ross Show. Because when I look at the Indiana Pacers, I saw a team in game one never led in that game until there was 0.3 seconds left in the entire game. They've been getting their behinds beat all game long. Incredible amount of turnovers. They were away. Nobody believed they could beat this team on the road, and they were getting jacked up. But they did not quit. They handled the adversity. And for me, I know I'm not a part of the Fever franchise, but that's how I'm wired. Like if I'm for you, I got to say this. I don't understand people who are just like, well, we got these things going on. We've got live streams going on, and never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say. I just don't understand people who are really supposedly fans and they don't like they're torn up. They just give up. Early in the season, like think about New York fan, like New York Knicks, man. How long has Spike Lee been showing up at Knicks games hoping that they can win, and they constantly lose, and they're back, man. AB is what makes you think AB is pregnant? Anyway, am I missing some stuff? Pacers game 3 tomorrow night. Yes, they ended up losing, but I can't count them out, right? The way they've been comebacking, can't count them out. Why do you think there have been more injuries? I tell you what, Adrienne, it started with when Unrivaled. I had never seen so many injuries as I saw Unrivaled. And this is the thing. I mean, if you look at Vandersloot's injury, I don't know, somebody ended up shooting free throws for her, but she came down. It wasn't even like it wasn't like contact. It wasn't like somebody undercut her or anything like that. But she blew out the knee. But some of this stuff, I think they need to clean up as a league. this physicality thing that they talk about, like, I mean, think about how many more injuries there could be if you just even look at Dejanay Carrington. Dejanay Carrington, I watched Lexi Hull today. Somebody's going for the layup, wide open off a steal or whatever, going for a layup. Lexi Hull could have just come wild from behind like Dejanay Carrington would have done, put both arms up and just jumped on her head and all this stuff. But it's a clear layup. You're not going to block the shot, right? So some of them you just got to say, okay, we'll get you back on the next play. This wild, reckless kind of basketball it's a wonder more people haven't been hurt. And when you think about Dejanay Carrington, for example, the manner in which she plays in situations like that is reckless. And you can't, it's one thing if it's like a take foul and you kind of try to wrap them up, like Caitlin had done with Angel Reese. You're not, you kind of have to make a play on the ball and you're not trying to, but this whole, I'm going to chase you down and I don't have any I don't really have any real blocking skills, but I'm just going to go wide open, throw my arms up, come down, and whatever happens. You gotta rein this stuff in. And that's why you got to do something with this officiating as well. I don't want the whistle blowing every fraction of a second, but this physicality stuff is so like, come on. I'm a fan, but not a blind fan, not patient, but fair. Exactly. That's why I call them all out. Like, don't bring the ball up. Like, stop whining. So it's not about I'm not talking about being a blind fan. I'm talking about people who are just like, I'm done, or 5 minutes into a game, it's over. First game of the season, they're down 5. Oh, they can't win a championship. I'm like, we've been playing 5 minutes. So we don't have real bangers in the paint. I think Aaliyah does well depending on who she's playing. I mean, she's not going to outbang Bree Jones. That's for sure. And the fingernails. Yeah. That somebody said that Dejanay's nails are shorter than they were. But anyway, so to the question about why so many people get hurt, some of it is just an occupational hazard. You get hurt, but some of it is probably, can you clean this stuff up? But in Unrivaled, I had never seen anything like it ever. Just Jules, I blame the refs. They're letting these players get away with the hard fouls, and it's only going to escalate until somebody has a career. And it's sad when they do that. And then there are other people who can't even touch anybody, right? They get the foul call. Other people are just totally grabbing people, pulling. Even Cece said that on the down low. Was it the New York game after the fact? She kind of threw that in there, and she was just like, yeah, when when my arm was being grabbed. Grabbing my arm and all this stuff. God Design says, problem is, will they actually look at the early injuries and realize they need to change something? They're still talking about the physicality. Still. They praise it. They think it's wonderful. They're not reading the room. People don't want to see all that. Nah, this channel doesn't hold head coach White accountable because it's always the players at fault. Head coach will keep her job regardless because it's the player's fault. Well, when the coach suits up, come see me. But No Name, you're here, so you must not think I'm all that bad. Because if you want to find somewhere where they just say nothing, they don't talk about the game at all. They don't talk about rebounds. They don't talk about the assists. They don't talk about boxing out. And you just want them to say, hey, it's just the coach's fault. I'm sure you'll find one there. But like I said, there are things that everyone could do better, right? But I'm not going to blame the coach because some people don't know what else to say. And if that doesn't fit you, then it's okay if you go somewhere else. Like, for real. I don't want anybody to be where they think I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I assume you're here for a reason. Okay. Yeah, Dantas can't look at the offense without getting the foul. Her and AB. I don't see much of a change in plays to counter when an opposing player is getting whatever they want, and I like White. Yeah, so like I said, I don't like Mike. Please watch the DD comment. I don't appreciate that word, please. So yeah, so some people think that she should make some other adjustments. What would you do? I've already said I would start Airy. Some people have said they would have sent a double team to Bree Jones. There's some legitimate comments that can be made, but to blame the whole loss on her is just not, I'm just not there. I'm just not there at that point. But I'm sure that there are adjustments that can be made. That's always the case. That's why coaches are always saying, what can I do differently? But I also think players have to say, I got to box out. I got to rebound. Like a lot of it is it's what, and defenses are going to come at you. Okay. So you got to be able to deal with the defense, but at the same time, you got to be able to handle the ball. You got to be able to rebound. You got to make layups. You got to make free throws. You got to do all those things as well. And so to me, it's too simple to say it's just the coach, right? So if I am calling the timeout and making adjustments, and right out of the timeout, you're still giving up offensive rebounds, you've got to execute. Find a channel that talks about fits. Calling CBS, Dawn Stanley, Sarah Kustok, I think her name is, talk about the fits. I don't think so. Is it BIMO? I don't think that's true. There's so much fake stuff out there. But I'm not opposed to people saying that there needs to be adjustments. I'm just saying, you're not going to get, who's going to be out there that's going to be able to command that double team like Caitlin Clark so that Leah Boston gets open. Like, how do I make that adjustment? Because I can't replace that, and I can't make Leah Boston be any taller or bigger to be able to deal with Bree Jones. I could do some double teaming, I guess. Like I said, a coach has to do that, has to take those thoughts and do those things. But I think it's too basic to just say, and then Hole's in foul trouble, So White is not responsible for the deduction of a player during the game. That's on the player. The players have to give the coach something to work with. Yeah. I just know, I know personally, as a coach, that's why I say with Angel Reese, I say I'm never going to say rebounds don't matter. Rebounding doesn't move the needle in terms of interest in the game, but too many players don't want to rebound the basketball. Too many players don't want to do the hard, gritty work of rebounding the basketball. You've never found a coach in the history of the world who didn't yell, please box out, please rebound from the sideline. It does matter. And that's something that cannot be taught. Like, you can teach how to reverse pivot and get your player behind you and slide your feet so they can't get around you. You can teach that, but I can't teach you in the midst of a game when you're trying to breathe because you're so worn out. I can't teach you to go the extra mile. I can't teach you the heart. I can create the culture of a team so that you know this is what is expected and this is who we are, right? I got to do my best to do that. But in the course of a game, you've got to have that extra something to say, okay, this is who we are as a team. This is what we believe in. This is what we do night in, night out for 40 minutes or 40 or 45 minutes if overtime, whatever. They have to come out and execute. And yes, I can't disagree. Coaches have to make adjustments on the fly. They have to do that. And then you have to execute it. So again, everybody bears some responsibility. But to just say, oh, this coach is terrible, to me, that's just taking, you have and every player worth his or her salt, unless you're dealing with a player a coach who just doesn't know what they're doing. Like, I think Christy Sides was in over her head. I said that from the beginning. I gave her the benefit of the doubt. Then at one point I said, okay, she's just in over her head, right? But a coach who understands the game, which is Stephanie White, she's got to look at herself. But then you also have to say, what about the team? And every player worth their salt is going to say, that was on me tonight. I'm stinking up the court. I didn't box out like I was supposed to. I didn't rotate like I was supposed to. I know that that's what I'm supposed to do, but I didn't get it done. So now, if you don't know what you're supposed to do because it's never been said, nobody's ever talked about it, well, then that's a coaching problem. But I find it hard to believe they're not talking about this because they tell us they're talking about this stuff. Yeah, Dantas wasn't good tonight. Blake, it looks slow, like I've been saying, because you can't run if you don't defend and you don't rebound. Culture is the chat. I'm proud of you. Well, thank you for the time. But as far as Ari goes, everybody says that Bree Turner should be the person to go. I don't know what they need to do, but they need to keep her. And I do got to do the research because I thought that she did not have to go if they let somebody else go. Go Fever, go Fever, go Fever. Yes, Beverly, go Fever. Yeah, a floor general is a general for a purpose. The quarterback in football is the quarterback for a purpose, right? So yeah, it really is that important, but it's sad that they don't, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a player who can, it's just hard to replace, Nobody picked up Bree Hall either, right? It has become a part of the game. Oh, man. Well, you can't run if you don't build your roster to run. Oh, man. So, well, I did see Blake. I did see like Natasha Howard kind of leak out when she wasn't trying to push it up the floor. I did see some people leaking out, and I also saw the person pushing the ball up, missing them on the passes that Caitlin Clark would have made. So I did see that. But so when you say that, I will say that Timmy was a person was a rim runner. Timmy could do that, but Timmy didn't show us a whole lot for most of the season. After she got injured, she just wasn't the same. She was missing layups and stuff like that too. But yeah, her speed would have been helpful. So I agree. But I saw a comment that said, Bonner, we were sold a bill of goods. She's past her prime. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it to see what we're seeing from Bonner. But but now you know, right? Like, they didn't know, right? Now you know. My sister said, not the coach's fault. Get a grip. Exactly. Yes. Okay. Tabula says, Tosh and Bonner can run. We are missing a good backup point guard. And it affects everything. It really does. Because I see, remember when she said, I can't wait to get my hands on CeCe's passes? And I've seen her head, and they're not hitting them. They're not seeing, and sometimes it's too late. Like Kayla, it's perfect timing. It's timing because you're passing not to where they are, but to where they're going. And you got to be able to see it before it happens. And not everybody can do that. Even people who can bring the ball up the floor, because Sydney Colson can bring the ball up the floor better than Lexi Hall, better than Kelsey Mitchell, and better than Sophie Cunningham in terms of handling the pressure. But she's not seeing the floor. Like, you need more than a person who can bring the ball up the floor. You need a player who can make something happen. You got to have people who can make it happen. And that's what they're missing. That's what they're missing. Once again, thank you, sis. Appreciate that. But I got to say this. I mean, Ari has been the bright spot in this whole thing. She's been really, really, for her to come there from home a day earlier, play. She's not disappointed. She handles the ball well. She plays incredible defense. She has the pace. And that's why I say it's not about them trying to slow them down, because when Ari gets on the floor, you notice the pace picks up. Let's be honest. Passing like a quarterback is a skill. And you saw CC that time take that football and throw it through that little thing they use in football, the little hole there, boom. I've seen some good passes from Ari. I'm not, God bless you, Trooper. You okay? All right. I'm not overly familiar with her beyond this. I know she was in LA last year. And she was drafted. I mean, she played most of her career at Atlanta, right? It was Atlanta who drafted her. I didn't even think about that until just now. And then LA. So I'm not familiar with, all I know is I've seen good passing from her since she's been playing for the Fever. She had 5 assists in her first game. 5 assists, 0 turnovers in her first game. Last game, what did she have? 4 assists, 1 turnover or something like that. And this one. So I gotta say she's been a bright spot on this team to come in and do what she's done. But it takes somebody who can do what this team needs to be done even more. But I got no complaints about her at all. Scott Agnes just posted the post-game conference with Coach White, Howard, and AB. Oh, Coach White, Howard, and AB. Okay, we're gonna check that out. All right, everybody. Kara, I think DB has skill, just not a good fit. Thank you, Jules. A good fit. Her style of play does not translate here. And you know what? She was the one who said that too, like right early in the season. She said she was trying to keep up. She's just like, that she's not used to that, right? That's not. But back to what I was saying about Ari. When she comes into the game, for all the people who say, oh, White just wants to play slow, we got to be honest to say there's a pickup of pace when she comes in. There's a pickup of the pace. That's the way they want to play. That's the way Coach White wants to play. But not everybody can do it. And Ari can get to the basket. She can create her own shot. So she's a positive. I'd love to see her on the floor with Caitlin too, because she can play that too, as we have seen her do since she's been there. But maybe she isn't a perfect fit here, and they're finding that out. But who knew? Brett, I don't know if I can do that. Wednesdays, Wednesdays I have church, so I'm not. That's why I don't even do the Fever games on those days. But they don't play until like 7:30 my time. So it's possible I would be available by halftime, but I probably wouldn't be available. I knew I wouldn't be available before then. But when I realized that the third game was going to be on Wednesday, I was like, oh man, because they're going to be home. They're going to be home. Cece is not. So somebody agrees that she's not. Ari is not a bad. Oh, he says she's not a bad passer. Yeah, I haven't seen anything to make me think she's a bad passer, but I'm not overly familiar. I only know what I've seen. Canada can pass well, and she's quick, man. I'm subscribed, but your live stream didn't come up as an option. You mean you didn't get the notification, Shanks? I don't know what you mean by upset some Jews. What does that mean? CC's like Brady, Peyton, Breeze, the great quarterback of this team. Yes. Well, okay. So I appreciate everybody hanging out, even well past the loss. Oh, freedom removed. What happened? Did I miss something, Kara? Uh-oh. Freedom is family. What happened? Somebody said I upset some Jews. I'm just seeing this stuff right now. First of all, stop typing in caps. Secondly, the Jews comment was unnecessary. Don't try it. What was that? What did I miss? Jews don't like Pro Fever or CC content. What are you talking about? I'm not sure. Moderators, does that need to go? Oh, you already removed? I'm probably slow on it. Oh, I was like, what did Freedom do? Yes, Brian says, I appreciate you doing the stream. The fever will be okay and brighter days are ahead for us. God bless. I agree. Yes. Good night, everybody. Not Freedom. So thank you, Shanks, for saying you like my content, but I don't know what you guys are talking about. Adam Silver. Ignore it. Okay. I'll ignore it because I'm totally lost. Okay. Thank you, moderators, for doing such good work. Everybody, hey, once again, another heated night over here, but we still got the towel. We're still believing. Yes, don't forget to vote for the All-Star. Voting starts Thursday. Yes, it does. And I just wish that I wish that Lexi's numbers were different because I truly see her. I see her as all-star. She does so many things well, but the Fever put out a graphic that said vote for Caitlin, Aaliyah, and Kelsey. And I went and I looked at Lexi's numbers because I'm like, man, I want her to be an all-star too. I'm going to vote for her anyway because she brings so many intangibles to the game. Thank you for that reminder, Blake. Just Jules said, it's going to be on in Cambridge with the Pacers. Love to the moderators. Doug said, yes, thank you so much. Don't stop believing. Oh, you removed the Shanks comment, Kara was saying. Okay. All right. I'm not a mod until I must be, for real. Okay. Why can't we vote for? Oh, we can vote for. I mean, I just meant her numbers are not up there. Like even the Fever didn't put her on the graphic. She's like averaging like, what's it, 10 a game or something like that. So I think people would look at her stats and they wouldn't say, oh, that's an all-star, but she's an all-star, I feel. Even those commentators, I heard them say tonight that she's one player they love to watch play because she's everywhere all the time. She's just steady. And she never, ever, ever complains. Ever. All right. All right. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you. Giving God the glory. Do not worry, it was handled. All right. That's why I love y'all. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.